The ancient Egyptian civilization lasted over 3,000 years and became one of the powerful and iconic civilizations of human history. The modern-day Egypt depicts many of those heights and unthinkable achievements of that time. So we took over a venture to explore those iconic sites, starting with none other than Cairo, where the Great Pyramid exists.
We arrived Cairo late evening yesterday. We was a bit scared about passing through the security check in the airport because we have heard about some horrible stories of camera equipment getting seized there. But thankfully, we didn't have any problem and everything went on smoothly. We are staying in a very interesting hotel. It's called Marriott Mena Hotel. The first swimming pool of Egypt was built here, and this is from the year 1869. We will show you around the hotel before we go to visit the oldest man-made monument of human history, which is just outside our hotel gate. And that's the view from our balcony. What do you think? Now let's look around the hotel a bit. And of course, we did some shooting last evening too. Okay, let's quickly get ready and go for the breakfast. Bon appétit!
Time to visit the Pyramid of Giza.
After a bit of a hassle with the camera equipment, finally on our second attempt, we managed to enter the pyramid complex.
In fact, we didn't come inside this pyramid area because it's very chaotic and we hate chaos. But you know, coming once in lifetime is worthy, I think. There is another place from where you can get a better view. We'll go there very soon. But before that, let's visit the Sphinx. It was built during the Old Kingdom in the age of King Khafra around 2500 BC. The Great Sphinx of Giza, commonly referred to as the Sphinx of Giza, Great Sphinx, or just the Sphinx. It's a limestone statue of a reclining Sphinx, a mythical creature with the head of a man and the body of a lion. It's time to take a camel ride and go to that best and most interesting viewpoint of the pyramid. So, let's go! That's the viewpoint I was talking about. Isn't it amazing? This is the full view of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Now let's get close to those historic monuments and experience them personally. Touching the pyramid feels like living the history. What an experience! That's the magic of Egypt. That's the reason why our third visit also made us similarly thrilled as the first one. Can you imagine? These things are 4,500 years old. The one on the right is the pyramid of Khafra. The one in the middle, which is the tallest one, is the Great Pyramid of Khufu. And the left one is the Pyramid of Menkore. And the smaller ones in front are the Pyramids of Queens.
Okay, while I wait for that iconic picture of the pyramid and the crowd to be a little bit less, a little bit of story about myself. You know, around 1999, this famous movie, The Mummy, came out, and it was about this Imhotep, who was the architect of the pyramid. Used to be a very nice guy, but in the movie he was the villain. So it was not very nice from the Egyptian history point of view, but we were pretty impressed by reading about the movie. So I wanted to go as a first day, first show, and we got a ticket and all this stuff. But during that time, there was a big thunderstorm, and for last few days it rained a lot, and everywhere it was full of water. All the public transport was stopped. So we kind of changed different transportation, walked with knee-high water, and ended up in the theater, just to get to know that the film itself did not arrive to the theater because of the water. So they kind of offered me to visit another or to watch another movie, which we of course rejected. And later we watched the movie. But that movie actually impressed us a lot, and it was one of the main reason why I was so interested about Egypt. And probably that movie kind of still kept a bit of an image of Egypt to me. Well, I later read that most of the movie was shot in Morocco and not in Egypt really. But still, an interesting story about that movie and how things about Egypt became more interesting for me.
These pyramids of Giza are very popular, but these are the not only ones. Actually, there are around 130 pyramids here. And the oldest one is the Step Pyramid. The other two most popular pyramids are the Bent Pyramid and the Red Pyramid of Pharaoh Snofru. Now it's time to visit the oldest pyramid, the Step Pyramid of Djoser.
The pyramid of Pharaoh Djoser is situated in Saqqara, which is around 20 kilometers away from Giza, and will take us around an hour to reach. It is also called the Pyramid of Saqqara due to its location, and the Step Pyramid due to its shape. By the way, we hope that you have liked that cool animation, as we have spent a lot of time making it.
So, we have reached the famous Step Pyramid. It's the oldest pyramid ever. It's around 4,650 years old. Look at that, still standing to portray the glory of ancient Egypt. It's maybe 10 times less crowded, but perhaps most importantly, the site retained some sort of spirituality and timeless beauty. We have read that the interior of this pyramid is more beautiful than the Pyramid of Giza. So we'll go inside and check what's there actually. These places are absolutely jaw-dropping. You see it on TV and think, wow, that's cool. You actually see them in person and go inside of them, and it's a whole different story. We feel like Indiana Jones inside the oldest pyramid in Egypt. What an experience! And even more beautiful is the interior of the nearby pyramid of Unas. It has beautiful hieroglyphics on its wall. There is in fact a sarcophagus in here. Last time we didn't enter any pyramid, so this time we tick the box. It's a pretty cool experience and probably a good preparation before entering the tombs in the Valley of Kings of Luxor.
We had a great time visiting the pyramids, but we do have a little reality to share though. Something that is normally not talked about that much, but we thought we should be honest about it. So we recorded a little piece before finishing. Please listen on. Wow, what a day we had. This was our third visit of Egypt and the pyramid. Yes, we did enjoy that, but the situation here is not good. If you are a photographer, I will strongly recommend not to visit Cairo because you will be hassled all the time for your tripod, for your camera and everything. So today was our second day in pyramid because yesterday we were rejected to enter the pyramid complex with the camera. Just to clarify, not the inside of the pyramid, not the place where the sarcophagus are, the pyramid complex itself. So we were completely rejected in the security check, saying that it's a professional camera, requires special permission and you cannot enter with that. Professional camera what? I just had a R5 with a 2470. It's not a professional equipment. I mean, what do you mean by professional camera? So it seems that if you have a camera and not a mobile and it looks a little bit bigger, that is considered as professional camera. I have no idea what is the problem of taking picture of the pyramid. The pyramid is not gonna get destroyed by taking a picture or the video, but it's a big hassle. The second day we took a local guide and he was very nice and he could let us in with the camera, but it was still a mental pressure. Every time we were like, oh, the police is coming, maybe you should hide the camera, maybe you should hide the gimbal, maybe you should hide the tripod. So not very friendly, to be honest. So if you're like me, trying to do photography in Egypt, completely skip Cairo, stay a night when you're landing in Egypt, and the next day morning just get out of here and go to Luxor and Aspan and other places. I have read that those places are not like that. They are much more friendly for the tourism. 10 years back, as I said, that we came here and there was no such problem over there. Then the Arab Spring happened, all this revolution. I don't know if that changed the local people's life or not, but definitely as a tourist, I can tell you that the things have completely gone to the wrong direction. So we had another day in Cairo and we wanted to visit some other places, mosques and markets and stuff like that. But after the 2 days of really stressful experience, we are just mentally not in a mood to visit the Cairo city anymore. So we are gonna end our video in the middle here and continue with the rest of the Egypt trip, and tomorrow we are just gonna relax in the hotel and take it easy and get us mentally more kind of stable to do the rest of the trip. So that's it for now. We're very sorry that we are not able to show you other places of the Cairo which are actually very beautiful, but due to the current situation and due to the extremely poor management and the restriction with cameras and everything, we are ending our Cairo video in the middle. So ciao for now and see you at Luxor.